These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Here comes the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. What a snag by the defense. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
Maybe a little long for a field goal, definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Texas.
Now on second down. He leaves it with his back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Timeout, Texas. A little less room to work with now as the ball is at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Freeman. He'll take a shot. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. No good. The kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. Has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the offense. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
To the air on first down. They're bringing heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Dumps it to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Throwing right. And he intercepts it. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Get the ball back and put your offense in business.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Charlotte. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it.
He'll take a deep shot here. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Freeman. Getting some heat. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. First down to start the drive after the break. Give to the running back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Barges ahead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Dropping back, it's Freeman. Quarterback adapted. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the tight end. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, you'll take that completion.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Unleashes one deep. He was open, he had it, and he in a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into. And when he caught it, making him feel you.
Makes the grab on the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking to go up top on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Got his man downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere. They're able to make a big-time play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now on the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Gators are in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got it. Can't quite cross the frame to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up 1st and goal.
The Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. On the option. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wide receiver shows motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offensive first. Absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get it. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender. But the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. On target. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. On first down from their own 22. He's looking to throw it. Going to try to get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Spits it out to the back. Zings it complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going up top on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll go to the air. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on first down. They're trying to get to it. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They've got 4 receivers out there, 2 on either side on 2nd and 3. To the air, it's Freeman. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in the backfield.
Looking for a man. It's Freeman. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. On the option. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Floating away. He'll let one go down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks, and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball, and you could tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Gators will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Here comes the Texas offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goal.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watch the film. They watch this offense go up and down the field. This QB threw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
Running back searching for a hole. Turns it on in midfield. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Freeman. Looking to the big tight end. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yaks, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
DBs will try to keep everything in front. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. Powers through the defender. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And that really is a great play by the wide receiver for 3 reasons. 1, he knows where the first down marker is, so he gets his steps. 2, he's able to stay in bounds before securing the catch. And 3, makes the grab. Just an awesome job.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Defense playing a bail technique. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. This guy can throw it. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Let's see. He can block. He can catch. He can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. South Carolina is on the wrong end of a one-sided affair today, and if you'll pardon the pun, the chickens are going to come home to roost this week in Columbia. They're trailing by 29 to Auburn. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got the back over the middle. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Line gets set, first down.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will audible. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Looking to throw it again. Gonna let it fly. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close. Tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
Running behind that left side. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man, it's Freeman. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Right back to him. At midfield, he's got room. Nothing but green ahead. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Texas.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third down, going up top. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's first and goal on the 1. Trying to barge their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass, it's Freeman. He's got his man. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is third and goal. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is good. And now they regain the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure and all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
And the returner will be brought down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback checking off. Wide out in motion. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Marks. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. 3rd down play from the gun. Back open in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
8th play of the drive coming up. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory and now threatening to get the score.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Touchdown, Florida! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
How about that play? Late in the ball game, you need a play. You throw it up to your guy, and he makes the play. That is execution at its best in the clutch moments. Nice throw, nice catch.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field and chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Wants to throw. It's Freeman. Fires to the middle. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Fires to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it.